Okay, for your Thinglink project, here's a brief description of what it is. It's a program that turns a single image into a multimedia experience with music, text, images, and video. You choose an image, you tag it with web content, and then you share your interactive image with anyone. You will be sharing it with me, and we'll look at some good ones in class. For your project, you will choose one image of either a face or a body. You will tag at least 8 parts. Label each tag with the article, meaning el, la, los, las, being careful of spelling. Do not worry about accent marks. You can't put them in Thinglink anyway, so just don't worry about them, but make sure you're spelling them correctly. In addition to labeling each part with a tag, you must include a secondary tag, either another image, a video, a link to an article that you found online, etc. Some suggestions for secondary images that you can do are an online article, an advertisement about that body part in Spanish, and an infografía, which I will show you what that is later. Basically any kind of picture that you can find that has a link to it that you can put in your project. And we're continuing on with number 4. You must have secondary tags for at least 4 of your body parts. Remember, you have 8 total, so you need to have the secondary ones for 4 of the 8. If you would like to do more, that is fine. For the ones that you do not have a secondary tag, you must write a sentence in Spanish that shows me that you know what the word means. And I give you a good example, me duelen las orejas cuando estoy en un avión. And then I give you a bad example, which is tengo un brazo, which doesn't show me that you know what brazo means. When you are done, you're going to click on share in the edit mode. Then you're going to copy the link and then put it into my Dropbox. So let me show you what my Thinglink already looks like. It's pretty cool. So this is my image that I chose. I chose a picture of a face, and I've already started placing some on here. So right now I have los ojos. I don't have a secondary tag for that. I have las orejas, and that one I found an image for. This is all in Spanish. Any image you find needs to be in Spanish. And then I have los dientes, which I'm going to need to find something for. I have la boca. I have already found an infografía for la boca, which I searched for ahead of time. And then I have el cuello. So I'm going to start with el cuello. One place that you can go for a secondary tag that I think is pretty cool is espndeportes.com. And if you type in the search engine right up here, the buscar, if you type in a body part in Spanish, sometimes articles will come up. This is not working. There we go. Sometimes articles will come up that are in Spanish, obviously, that have the cuello in there. So this one says that Peyton Manning, after the season, his future will be determined by the results of an exam requiring neck surgery. You guys don't necessarily know what any of this means, but this quirúrgicamente means surgically. And we see cuello, so we're going to take a look at it. And basically it's just an article about how he possibly needs to have some neck surgery. He's already had it, but he's going to have it in March, it says right here. So whenever you use an online article like this, you don't have to read the whole thing, but you need to kind of scan and make sure that it is something that you could use, that it's not just a guy whose name is Cuello or anything like that. Be prepared for me to come and ask you, well, where did you find anything about a neck in this article? And you would have to be able to tell me that. So I want to use this, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Then I'm going to go to my link, and this one is the Cuello one. Let's see, in the edit mode. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the link right here. And there's a link with a little brief synopsis, which is perfect for that. The next one that I want to go ahead and work with, I'm going to go back to the edit mode, or non-edit mode. I want to go look for something with dientes, the teeth. So I'm going to come up here. I don't know if I can find anything, so I'm just going to think of a company. So the first thing you can think of whenever you think of teeth is Crest. So I'm going to say Crest Español and see if anything comes up with that. And this first one doesn't really look promising. This is all in English. But if you go to this one right here, it's crest.com and then Español US, and this is all in Spanish. So this looks perfect. Now I'm just going to look under here. We have products, we have dental hygiene stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just click on this. And we have different things. So I'm just going to look and see if I have any information about dental hygiene. And sure enough, I do. So it says, how to brush your teeth. So this is perfect. This is a great article. It tells you how to brush your teeth. Again, you don't really have to read the whole thing, but you need to kind of look over it and see if it does apply to what you're talking about. And here it says to go up and down, and it's talking about refreshing your mouth and brush your tongue and all that stuff. So this is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this as well and come back over here in the edit mode. And this is under dientes. Is that this one? Yes. I'm going to go ahead and put the link there. So remember, you have to have, I'm calling these kind of secondary, these ones where you're going and finding something online. I'm calling those secondary links. You need to have at least 4 of those. So I've got that ear, I've got the dientes, the crest.com. I would have to click on that to know. La boca, el cuello, I have the article there. Another thing that you can do to find very good stuff, this is probably the first thing I would do, is under Google search, type in infografía, and then type in any kind of body part. So I'm going to do dientes again and see if I can find something a little bit better. I always go to images, and you just need to make sure that whatever infographic you use would be in Spanish. And so here are tons of things that are talking about teeth in Spanish. So let's say that I really like this one. It's talking about saving your tooth, like if you happen to, it comes out, like what to do. So if I really wanted this, I could copy this. I have to go back to the edit mode. And teeth, so let's say I like this one better, so I'm going to put this one in there and paste. And the infographics are really good because they actually show the picture. Let's see if this one's going to show it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yes, it does right there, so that's really good. Again, you would have to read through it and make sure that it's actually talking about teeth. Alright, so that's how basically you do that. Now, this one right here, I don't really have time. Let's say it's the end of the period, you don't really have time. But remember, you can do 4 where you're just writing a brief sentence. So I'm going to go into the edit mode. I remember that I need to have a sentence. This keeps on doing this. I don't know why. You have to have a sentence that tells me what that means. So you wouldn't just say, tengo ojos. You could say, necesita llevar lentes para proteger los, oops, I meant to do los, I can't type, los ojos del sol. You need to wear glasses to protect your eyes from the sun. That's perfect. That tells me that I know what you're talking about. Go ahead and save. And that's it. If you have any questions, go ahead and look at my PowerPoint that is on the website, and you already have the document that tells you the different things you need to know for the project. And good luck.